And, Coach, we come into Ohio. The scene a few moments made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway. And through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 30 base.
Try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play.
Complete. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms. When they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 15. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At their 48-yard line. On the ready. Hey, we gotta get to that. Michael, 6'6", pull it high. Check. Tight dog. Let go.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jim. Out. Value three.
Yeah, Mike. Check pass. Go.
Now a give, right side. Gilliam. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Line 20.
On 2nd down now. Gilliam, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey, Shell. Get that ball. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check three. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
On first down, Gilliam. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll try the air now with Gall. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here you go. 180. Ric Flair.
Show it up. Check three. Check 24.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
No. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three.
Now, Rick Wall.
58, right over there.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Under 10. Rush in.
On second down, Gilliam. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Undercut. Ric Flair. 52. Ric Flair.
58, boy. 58. Mike. It's our field.
Throwing on 3rd. Gall. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
You ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
50, play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 22 jump bomber. 22 hit it.
On first down, this is Geis. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with the carry on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
60 look, matchbox, light. Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where you always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From his goal line here, Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
3 buds.
Hey, wahoo!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. General West.
Check 31. Check 31.
Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Gilliam, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
SOS. Shift. Hey, alert 3. Check 15. Hardball. Take the edge. Come. Alert flare. Check 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's gone. He's got Mason complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now a give, right side. Gilliam. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards on the ground. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike, 55. 55. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike, 55.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Rip right. Check 37. Check 37. You go take.
They'll try the left side. Gilliam. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Goff. The quick slant caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They're going to look to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a
fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
I got you.
Go, go. Topper, topper.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot, shoot.
Blue draw corkers.
Hatchet.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, Zoo.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got three down.
Get it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 13. Check 13.
36.
Check 9. Check 9.
They run again with Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
180.
58, come on. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Shift. No. Me.
2 for 1.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Now it's Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hold on. Check. Check the back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch twist.
Bang, 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 bang. X3, 218, chopper.
Alert 3.
Shoot.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, we got a seal. We got a
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
15 line. 15 line. Slam. 61. Matchbox light. Lead grip.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Philip Dorsett with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Check. Crunch. Watch out.
Any weapon.
Check.
Go.
Tight go. Jim. Out.
All right. Done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilliam. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, go.
58 Mike.
Back to throw. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Martin, the return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Watch the screen. Routine spell.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 14.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Here we go.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
He's crashing.
Blue draw Corker. Smash.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's Geis, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Darius Geis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Value 3. Greystone, grab it. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, watch it. Sponge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilliam trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
76.
Defense wins championships, baby. 58 for Mike, 58.
Goff now to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Bound to lose one. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll set up to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Breida. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Switch. Kill. Turn it. Kill, turn it. Undercrush.
On second down now, Gilliam. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Just like that. Switch.
DC. Shell.
58 to Mike. Watch the screen. 58, boys. 58 to Mike.
Now Goff. The open man is Westbrook. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They run forward Breida, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Goff now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Gilliam, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge, you know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll try the left side. Gilliam. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most.